How to book more coaching discovery calls through Instagram. Booking and closing discovery calls is one of the key skills that every nutrition coach has to master. It means you can get more clients whenever you want. In this video, you will learn a simple three-step process that allows you to book more coaching discovery calls through Instagram, and I will also share 10 scripts so you can get started today. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin. Many nutrition coaches struggle with feeling confident, even outside booking more discovery calls. So on my channel, I help them gain the confidence to transform the health and lives of others, allowing them to build a successful nutrition coaching business. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure that you subscribe. When you are a new or relatively new coach, booking discovery calls can feel overwhelming. You might feel like you're shy to ask people, or you're thinking that you're not good at marketing or sales. You might even feel like you're luring people into a conversation just to sell them something. And you're wondering, how can I ask without getting the no, because rejection is so fearful and so hurtful? You also just don't know how to actually start the process, how to initiate the first conversation. And even then, you don't know what to do next so to actually book the call. The key here is to develop your own discovery call system. You develop a set of steps that gets your calendar fully booked. That means first, we have to deal with these thought grammings holding us back. Then we need to learn how to promote our discovery calls without being salesy. Then we book more calls and how to get clients to book more calls with you. We prepare for our discovery calls, and then of course we have the discovery calls. Here's something really important to keep in mind. The more discovery calls you can book, the more clients you can get. That means booking more discovery calls is the real bottleneck to the growth and success of your business. But if you master the techniques in this video, and if you master how to close discovery calls, your business will be golden because you can sign up clients whenever you want. That means this video goes along with the video that I recently shared on how to build your own discovery call script, especially for new coaches, and the video that I did with Nicole Kramer, where we actually showed a real discovery call example with a breakdown of the specific steps. Both videos you can find at the end of this video and also in the description. And the discovery calls really allow you to dive deeply into the pains, but also into the desires of your clients. It means it helps you understand them better, and you understand your whole niche a lot better because you hear from them what are their pains and what are their desires. But it also gives you a really good understanding who is the client you're going to work with and are they a really good fit for your business. And I know the idea of putting yourself out there feels scary. You might not feel confident enough to actually go out there. But confidence grows from doing new things. So you can put yourself out there imperfectly. You can feel nervous. It's absolutely fine. The key here is to remove the outcome. Remove yourself from the expectation that every conversation, every post, everything that you do always has to lead to a discovery call. Instead, you can focus on being present and learning as much about the people that you interact with. You ask a lot of questions, you build your skill to support them, and over time, your flow will naturally develop. And this is important, especially when you are a new coach. You can feel scared and do it anyway. You can let go of some of these thoughts that are holding you back, and you can repress some of these emotions and feelings of being scared or nervous. So break it down, try to understand what are the different parts, what can you let go of, what thoughts can you let go of, what emotions can you simply accept and maybe even lean into, and with the rest you repress it for the moment and you take this leap of faith and do it anyways. Because your potential clients are scared too. They have many of the same beliefs that you do, but they need you to be stronger and step outside and attract them. But here's another critical mindset, and that's your buyer's mindset. You're also buying them. You're going to invest time and energy into them. That means a discovery call is not something that evaluates you. Your worth as a coach doesn't depend on them saying yes or no. So instead, you focus on genuine conversations and just leaving them with the feeling of an increase. And we're going to talk about this later in the video a lot more. So this conversation serves them and it serves you. Both of you have to decide if this is going to be a good fit, because you don't want to waste your time and your energy with a client that is not ready to make progress, that's never responding, it's always late and always says it's your work. And you're not luring them into a conversation just to sell them something. So you can be very transparent. You can say something like, I just want to ask you a couple of questions to understand your situation better so I can share a strategy to get you unstuck. And if it aligns, I would like to share how I would work with you ongoing. So your focus is always on serving. You're not trying to get something from them, and instead you're trying to give them something. Because this is so important. This is not you're getting money from them, and it's an exchange between equals. You're giving a tremendous amount of use value, you're coaching, so you get an equal amount of money value in return. And let's be honest, people will say no. They say no to me and they say no to the most amazing sales coaches. And that's completely normal and fine. It's important to get used to that feeling of getting a no and being okay with it. Sometimes a no might even be a good thing because they are not ready yet or you are not a great fit for them. But when they say no, it doesn't mean they are lost forever. You can still nurture them. You can still be in touch with them. And maybe if you build more trust and they had more time, they will be ready to sign up for a discovery call with you. So here's the discovery call system. First, we need a process to promote your discovery calls in a genuine and value-adding way. Then we need strategies for the conversations in the direct messages where you continue to build the relationship and you get an idea of if they're actually a good fit for your discovery call. And then we need a clear value-adding invitation so they say, yes, that's what I want to do, and they follow your link and book a call with you. And for every step of the system, you will find word-for-word texting scripts in this video. The first step to promote your business is being proactive. Stop waiting for something to happen. You have to start making it happen. So waiting passively is not a solution. You have to take your opportunities and get the word about your discovery calls out there. That means you're making the first move. And you can look at the people who are already reaching out to you. People may already ask about health and nutrition and fitness. They may already send you DMs or write comments under your posts. So start a conversation with them and see if they would like to jump on a call with you. Then look at your social media fans. Look at the people who are already liking your videos, watching your stories, maybe engaging with your stories. Send them a quick thank you and use this initial thank you message to go deeper with them. And also reach out to new followers. Thank them for following you and use the opportunity when you start the conversation to get to know them in a non-threatening, value-adding, authentic way. So why is this proactive strategy so important? One, because it works for small audiences. It's so easy to think, oh, I only have so and so many followers, or nobody's really engaging with my content. But every interaction is an invitation to reach out, to build this community, to get everyone to know everyone who is following you. And it gets you also out of this mindset of needing more, because we all are not using our resources to the full extent. So instead of trying to get more followers, you learn to better use your followers. And this approach allows you to personalize your messages a lot more. Instead of sending everyone the same message, you can personalize the message not only to the way how they're interacting with you, but you can also check out their account and see what they're doing. So you use this as a great opener, so they are more likely to respond. I promised you word-for-word scripts, and here are the first 4. All of these scripts you can also download from my free coaching session preparation kit. I will talk about this more towards the end of the video. So maybe you have family, you have friends who have always reached out, who have always asked about your journey, have always asked about health and nutrition. You can send them something like this. Hey aunt, you always supported me. I'm officially a certified nutrition coach now. Yay! I'm going to share a lot of free tips on Instagram. Do you know anyone who needs to see this? Here's a message that you can send to people who have already reached out, who constantly message you or are writing comments. Hey John, I wanted to say thank you for your messages and your questions. I'm curious, what is it about my content that resonates with you the most? If you have social media fans, people who are constantly watching your story, engaging with your story, liking your videos and posts, you can reach out and say, thank you so much for your loyalty and support. I deeply appreciate it. I'm curious, what are your aspirations? What are you working on right now? And if you have a new follower, you can also reach out and use this as an opportunity to proactively seek the opportunity to promote your discovery calls. You can say something like, thank you for following. I'm curious, are you here to follow the content, or is there something you're struggling with right now? Maybe I can help. And when you're offering a test program, like I suggest in my video on how to design your first nutrition coaching package, you can use a message like this. Hey, you've always supported me. I just wanted to tell you that I'm officially working as a nutrition coach now. I'm looking for kind of person to action so they can test a new online program with the intention to reach a certain goal. I'm only accepting people right now to test it out with a huge discount. Registration closes soon. Do you know anyone who needs this? Again, simple, to the point. You can send this to people who have already reached out, who have always supported you, so you can let them know, hey, I have this new program now going on. And as much as possible, use video, because if you send a text, your voice, your face, the way you move doesn't come across. Video takes just as long, but communicates so much more about you. And of course, being active on Instagram is very important. That means you need a clear messaging. You work towards focusing on a very specific pain and how to overcome them. So you develop awareness about what you talk about. And you share content that is helpful, but it always leaves your people with wanting for more. And I have a video on how to keep them thirsty when you're just starting out your nutrition coaching business, and that you can find this video here and also in the description below. And of course, you end your social media posts with a compelling call to action to either write a comment or to reach out in a DM. And we'll talk about how to phrase these call to actions in a second. You can create your own speaking events. You can create 3 to 5 minute quick Instagram lives and talk about why they should eat more protein and what they should do. And then at the end, you invite them to a discovery call or to learn how to do it in the context of their lives. And you sell your coaching by letting them know working with you ensures not only accountability, but also results. And I have a script on how to invite people in a video to your discovery calls also later in the video, so watch until the end. Another great opportunity is to just let them know. You can make a quick video on the benefits of joining a discovery call with you. And if you break it down into 15-second chunks, you can also share it through your social media stories again and again and again. So once a week, twice a week, you can just upload the video, let people know, hey, book a free discovery call video with me. So how can you talk about your discovery calls that actually makes people to want to sign up and book a call with you? The key here is to not talk about, so let's hop on a call. You communicate a clear value. Here's an example. You focus on a solution. So let's solve one problem that they have that's holding them back from reaching your goals. You will walk away from our discovery call with a clear breakthrough, a new insight, or new awareness that helps you crush your goals. Or many of you are precision nutrition certified, so you can use the portion size calculator and offer a discovery call around that. For example, when you sign up for a discovery call with me, we're going to calculate your personalized calorie needs, and I show you a really easy way to track them only with your hands. Another approach is to focus on a strategy. So when you sign up for a discovery call with me, I will provide you with a personalized 3-step blueprint to lose that baby weight. Another approach you can take is fill out the form and I will send you personalized recommendations about how much you should eat. Again, if you use the PN nutrition calculator, you can use this as the calculator to calculate these recommendations. We also set up a quick call where we develop an action plan so you can consistently follow your new recommendations. And again, you give them the strategy, not the coaching, and then you offer ongoing support through this journey at the end of your discovery call. Another opportunity to position your discovery calls is if what we talked about today, for example, in your videos, if what we talked about today resonates with you and you're ready to go deeper, I want to invite you to a free discovery call with me. We will look at what you're doing right now, what is working and what is not working, and what specific recommendations I can share so you can move forward. The key is then to share this value proposition everywhere, because there are lots of opportunities to passively promote your discovery calls. For example, you can add this at the end of every single post where you say, if you want to go deeper, sign up for a call with me. You can add it as a link to your bio, or you can add this to banner images on Facebook if you're using that. You can also add a quick sentence at the end as a sign-off in all of your business emails. You put it there once and it passively promotes your discovery calls all the time. Now that you're effectively promoting your discovery calls, people will either start to reach out to you or you use the opportunity to reach out to them. And the goal here is not to immediately book a call. That will come off as too strong, maybe too salesy. The first step is to develop a connection and leave them with this impression of increase. And what that means, we'll talk about this in a second. The reason why you don't want to sign them up immediately is you would rush the process, and that might come across as pushy. They also don't really know you, so they're really hesitant to jump on a call with somebody that they don't really know. But it also allows you to assess them a little bit, because you don't want to waste your time on a discovery call either when you notice in the first couple of minutes that this client is not a great fit for you. So in these direct messages, you're casually assessing their fit. You're learning everything that you need to have a successful discovery call. That means you're asking questions like, what are your goals? What have you tried in the past? What is holding you back? How does that feel? How would it feel to reach their goal? how would it feel for them to reach their goal? The idea, again, is to develop this gap between where they are and where their desires are. And when they can really feel this desire, this is the perfect opportunity to invite them for a call, because the call promises them to bridge this gap. But there's an intermediate step that often really helps to develop this relationship and the trust, know, and like value. And that is to have a free gift. And I have a video on how to sell your first nutrition coaching package that you can find here and also in the description below, where I talk about the importance of having a free gift, and, because I know some of you are already thinking about this, how to develop very easily a free gift, even if you're just starting out. So having this free gift, sharing something for free, not only comes across as less salesy, but it's also a great way to continue the conversation around the real struggles that your potential client has. And it also allows you to either create or share content that you have already created, so they are more drawn into your world. And by having this longer conversation, it allows you to more effectively position your discovery call, so it makes your call irresistible to them. So your strategy is to create the opportunity to invite them, because once you have an engaged conversation, there will be very quickly a situation where you can use this. There's really not enough space to answer your questions thoroughly in a message. I would love to go over this in more detail and share a few tips that will work for you via one of my discovery call sessions. If you're interested, here's the link, pick a time slot that works for you, and let's hop on a call and talk about this. And you can always individualize these scripts to use specific examples and specific problems that they just talked about, and you then talk about how your discovery call will show them a key strategy, not coaching, a key strategy to overcome this block. And here's an example conversation of how this could look like. So you as a coach reach out, "Hey John, deeply appreciate your comment. Are you still interested in learning how to use portion sizes to lose that last bit of belly fat?" Client responds with, "Yeah, that would be great." You as a coach, "Awesome. I'm curious, what are you struggling right now that is holding you back from losing that last bit of weight?" Honestly, I'm always trying to get back into routine with my workouts, but I'm constantly shifting my work schedule, so it's really difficult to struggle to stick to any routine. You respond back with something that you have experienced already and you have help with somebody. So you demonstrate your skills. So you can say something like, "I totally get that. I've struggled with that as well for a long time. The key for me was building little action triggers that helped me work out, and following these action triggers became my new routine. And finding these new trigger routines really helped me see results again after just 2 weeks. What do you think is the real challenge for you to get your eating under control?" And they might respond with something like, "Just like my training, I need to find a routine again and leave those damn sweets on the table." And here's your perfect opportunity. You can ask as a coach, "Would you like to have help with that?" They respond, "Yes, that would be great," because they are currently in so much pain, and they talk about where they would like to be. You can respond then with, "Awesome. I have a couple of ideas that might work for you, but the space here is really limited. Let's hop on a quick 15-minute call so we can go much deeper. If it's a great fit for you, I can also share a few details of my new coaching program. What do you think?" And then you can offer the link or respond whatever they say. You can download this script in a much longer version with where they have objections and they don't respond in my free coaching session preparation kit. and I will talk about this a little bit later in the video. And what happens if they say no? It's not a problem. Remember, your worth as a coach does not depend on them saying yes or no. You can still ask, would you like me to share these tips here instead, and continue the conversation? What if they don't respond? It's not a problem either. You can reach out a couple of hours later and check in and see, hey, if you're still interested in this, and if they're still hesitant, not a problem either. You can take a step back, stay in touch, and continue to share little tips and reach out to see how they're doing, where they're at, and maybe later when they had more time and you had more time to nurture them and build trust, they will be ready to hop on a call with you. And what if they say yes? Then you send them a link to book a time with you. So an app like Calendly makes this process super smooth and super easy. And I know some of you may be a little bit hesitant because Calendly costs money. But think about it. This is the first impression that this client has with you. Do you want it to be very easy, very smooth, without a lot of trouble? Or do you want them to put them through the hustle of back and forth and you're not knowing, are they ghosting you, are they not responding to you? So this first impression is really important, because if it's really professional and smooth, then they will think about you as somebody they can easily work with. And when you're a new or relatively new coach, this sounds really scary. But it's in these moments when you do something new, when those thought gremlins come up the most and they are at their strongest. Remember, you can let go of these parts that are trying to hold you back. You can accept that feeling of nervousness. You can even lean into it and think it's excitement, and you can do it anyway. And your focus is always on how can I best serve the people that I'm interacting with. If your focus is on serving them, then you can't go wrong. You still might be hesitant because what about the discovery call itself? I've got you covered. At the end of the video, I share not only a full discovery call script for new coaches, but also a real discovery call example with a play-by-play breakdown, and you can find both of them again at the end of the video. You want to create the best coaching experience possible, but you're not always sure how. And you're feeling stuck because you don't feel ready to take on clients. Maybe you're thinking about how to write a nutrition coaching program, or how do I set up an initial conversation? How do I structure an initial conversation? How do I follow up? What topic should I focus on? What next actions can I offer? And you're feeling like a fraud because how could you sell something when you're actually not completely sure yet how to actually coach and how to structure these coaching calls and reach outs? Because it's so important to you to bring the best coaching experience to the people who are trusting you. And if that's you, I highly recommend you check out my free coaching session preparation kit. It will help you to finally gain the confidence to transform the health and lives of others. You will develop deep skills, mindsets, and coaching strategies to support you to build a thriving nutrition coaching business. And you will get the tools to reduce the anxiety and the workload, and that will save you time so you can streamline your coaching business and focus on what is most important. So the coaching session preparation kit covers everything from the sales conversation to how to ask a referral and everything in between. First coaching session, follow-up coaching session, reach outs. But it also gives you lots of tools like the scripts we talked about this, checklists that help you navigate your first coaching session, navigate your discovery calls, navigate your follow-up calls, and a lot more reach out messages when clients are not responding. Everything in a 7-hour video course for free. The link is in the description below. And I'm curious, what are you struggling with the most right now? Where do you want to go with your nutrition coaching business? Let me know in the comments below or reach out on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. And also, please don't forget to like this video and to subscribe so you never miss another video.